Good morning via Tom. Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostra Thomas, aka I am the Bommus, aka Diamond Nuts. How's everyone doing this morning? Just another day, another dollar, as they say. A lot going on in crypto. I got some messages from my boy Meet Kevin. Meet Kevin for governor. Stop making so many mistakes, brother. I want to start off by saying I genuinely is that all right? I want to make sure I'm saying something that's true. I like Meet Kevin. I like his content. I think he has a lot of good content. He does a lot of things that drive me nuts. So I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid, Meet Kevin. I understand that doing things that drive people nuts drives clicks too. So I get it. I get it. But I got some really important advice for you. Hit me up, bro. Hit me up. At Nostra Thomas on Twitter. Hit me up. I'll DM you. I'm going to cover a couple things that like you've got to be doing this, man. You have no idea. I'm going to be a little harsh on a couple things with you. And it's going to be on content creators in general, especially when it comes to the crypto space. And some of the things I'm harsh on you and other content creators that are FOMOing into being options or crypto experts, you know, I'm going to go through a lot of this stuff during the stream. Anyway, let's hop into the desktop and see what's going on. Oh, hey, how am I supposed to get any viewers when this guy's constantly streaming? This is my time. This is my time. You know what we're going to do? All right, I'll give you a thumbs up. I'll give you a thumbs up. The reason my camera is in the bottom left, because I also want to show, I don't know if you know this, but Meet Kevin's running for governor of my great state of California. I'm going to be honest right now. I like a lot of things in your 20-part plan, but I don't think you can pull any of them off. Especially, I don't know, what are you going to have a year? I don't even know if you have a chance to get elected, but if you do, you know, I kind of have, and this is a very wrong theory to have. My theory is it can't be any worse than what it already is. However, every time I think that, it can get a lot worse. My prediction, if you do get elected, you're going to get in, you're going to be stifled by the bureaucratic government not being able to do anything, red tape this, red tape that. You're going to blame the system, and you're going to complain that you couldn't get nothing done. There's definitely some things in your 20-part plan I would love to see. No income or no state tax for anyone under what, I don't know, 250,000 or something like that. I would love. I don't know if, honestly, I don't know if that's the best plan, right? Obviously the budget's being mismanaged. I don't mind paying some taxes, but I don't like 12%. Come on, dude. What are we, the 5th largest economy? Why do I have to pay ridiculous state taxes like that? Again, I have no problem paying my government taxes and just make it reasonable. I really would like to see, you know, parts of your plan to fix education. I have some ideas that I think are a little bit better than what you got. Doesn't matter. I'm not running for governor. And then, yeah, man, crypto is going to be the future. A lot of people don't, and I'm going to be a little harsh on you in the future here on crypto. Yes, let's get businesses here. Let's get miners here. Start buying crypto in the government, or start setting up your own, you know, start setting up Bitcoin mining machines and Ethereum nodes in the government, right? That's what I don't know if, you know, people might not want to support you if you do that, especially big banks, right? We all know you need money to continue to be governor. Anyway, if you know, go ahead and hit that like button for me too. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Let's see what's going on in the stock market. And this is going to be the start of my big message for you. Potential governor, Meet Kevin. All right, I do need to get logged in. I usually do this before the stream. Let me get my password. It is a 128 character password. We're going to paste that in. All right, so let's see what's going on in the stock market. E-mini S&P. Ooh, another bad day in the stock market. The E-mini S&P is down 20. That is pretty big. So that means, the NASDAQ's not that bad. The NASDAQ being now 40. Now that's basically flat these days. Gold up $4. It's just been hanging around that 1780 to 1790 level. It's been pretty boring after that. A little bit of manipulation. I don't know. What was it last week? And then anything else we care about? 10-year. The sticks. You guys know. Silver. Who cares? Oh, crude oil. What's crude oil doing? Is it $120 a barrel yet? Nope, it's down a bit. $63 a barrel. Saying there's a chance. Gas prices might go down. It is getting towards the end of the summer, I guess. All right, me, Kevin. Let me talk to you about your stocks and options. And when you first started trading stocks, it was the conditions in the market. A monkey could have been successful in the stock market in 2020, and you were able to build a much bigger following. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was pretty impressed at your progression, at how well you progress in the different strategies. Now, you were doing margin, and I'm like, man, this dude is going to get wrecked. And there's several things that bothered me about you being so heavy in margin. One being the message that represents, and the fact that people are going to do what you do. You are an influencer, and people are going to be, oh, meet Kevin's on margin. I'm going to go out on margin. Everyone's making a ton of money in 2020. Even with like a lot of channels were popping up, doing a lot of calls, buying calls, YOLOing into calls, Reddit, Wall Street Bets, Tesla, and just getting paid. And it was an anomaly in the market. Let me tell you that right there. So it kind of made this condition happen where people were getting reckless, and a lot of YouTubers were coming out. A lot of these YouTube channels have now either faded out or pivoted to now all of a sudden they're a crypto expert. And I'm gonna discuss that in a bit. Anyway, long story short, you're on margin and you figured out that was bad and you got rid of margin. That's great. Stay away from margin. I don't care how much money. I mean, if you got millions of income coming in, and margin makes sense at times. And I do margin in crypto, so practice what you preach, but very small amounts. And again, it's just about the message. You got to be very careful with that. So you got off margin, very impressive. And then you started buying. So when you were on margin, I was like, yeah, dude, this dude's probably gonna take a little smack on the nose, a little newspaper on the nose, and realize that this is a mistake. But you got off margin, good for you. But then your next play was YOLOing into like 30% of your portfolio in the calls. And I went from like going, yeah, this dude's probably going to get a smack on the nose, to this dude's going to get wrecked. And it's about the message, man. People are going to do the same thing you're doing. Now, I don't personally hardly ever do it. I don't hate buying leaps. I don't. You get small amounts, so 30%. Oh, by the way, I did try and sign up and send out some text messages for you. But dude, what were you thinking? What were you thinking, man? Like the first thing when you posted this, the first thing I thought is like, dude, what's to stop me from going on there and sending out messages like, first of all, I can't stand it when I get a text message to vote for someone or support someone. It immediately makes me not want to vote for them. I'm probably the minority. Obviously this works, or this wouldn't be out there. But my first thought was like, what's to stop someone from sending out messages like, meet Kevin's, hi, I'm from the Meet Kevin campaign. He just sodomized me, but you should vote. Something crazy like that, right? And it happened. So how could you overlook? So, I mean, dude, come on. Obviously someone's going to do that. Anyway, I'm still waiting. Are you still banned? Like, I did this yesterday. Anyway, let's pull this down. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm still getting to the very important message just for you, and anyone with Meet Kevin type money. This is how you make money with options, and you should and I'm only going to do like one strategy, basically cover one strategy, but there's plenty of them out there that you should be doing, but this should be your go-to move. It should be your go-to move. All right, so what I want to look at is the QQQ. Buying calls. Like, here's the problem. Look at this. Again, 2020, a monkey could make money in the stock market in 2020, and even just buying calls. A generally less than a 50% chance of being profitable buying calls. Even at the money is like 50-50. Just like buying stock, probably less than 50-50. Buying calls or buying puts is one of the worst strategies there is out there in the options. And leaps too. There's for many reasons. Now you're kind of getting there because you're selling leaps or you're selling puts, but your mistake there is you're doing leaps again, dude. Bro, no. Sell puts 30 to 60 days out, typically with something with high IV. High IV tends to contract, which you saw in your Tesla calls, and low IV tends to expand. So on low IV, you would buy, though I recommend hardly ever buying. And you saw that with your Tesla calls. I knew there was, dude, why? Like, and that false sense of security. Look at this, dude. Like, everyone just got built into this false sense of security. The market. Look at that. Look at that steep line. Are you kidding me? .com crash now. Now, does that mean we're gonna have a .com crash? No, because the Fed can step in and just print money. But this cannot continue. This cannot continue, right? Now, obviously I don't hate Tesla. Tesla's a big part of my IRA. And I do a lot of, you should be doing the same thing, doing a lot of covered calls. Like, for example, what's your deltas at? Do you know what your deltas are? Do you really I know you know what deltas are, but do you really understand what I'm saying? Your deltas are probably way too freaking high. Way too high. You should be looking for ways to minimize your delta in these type of markets, especially if, you know, this is advanced stuff, boys and girls. This isn't for most of you. You should be looking to hedge with futures and covered calls. Futures is a very good way to manage your deltas. You know, for example, say you have, I can't even imagine how many, 100,000, 200, a million deltas. Maybe you have a million deltas if you think the stock market. What are you going to do? Are you going to ease up your positions? Or are you going to put on a couple short NASDAQ futures and, you know, lower your deltas? That way you don't have to sell your stock, you minimize your risk. And if the future goes against you, you're still making money, right? It's why it's called hedging. Anyway, the big message when it comes to options for you, you can start off small. You can start off small. Stop doing leaps. Leaps on puts. Are you freaking kidding me? Dude, go to a stock you want. Typically you want to go 30 to 60 days out. And you typically want to close this around the close a roll around the 20-day mark. Typically you want to close it for 50% profit or roll it out and just keep the money coming. So this is a weird day to be giving you this message because September 17th is 29 days out. So what we're going to want to do, ideally, you want most of your activity happening around 40 to 45 days. But you can always be, you know, shaking and a bacon in between then. So we're going to go 57 days out, October 15th. Sell a put right here. Go to the expected move. Sell a put. If you want to go beyond Tesla right here, would you buy Tesla for $500? I'm pretty sure you would. So you would be buying Tesla at $580 a share, getting a $1,730 credit. So you'd really only be buying Tesla for $563 a share. If all my money wasn't in crypto, I'd probably be doing this right now. Or you can even go down. So what are we? That's the 26. Like, you can move this up. 30 deltas are pretty popular. So you can go to the 30 delta on this one. Yeah, that's not too. So you can get $3,000 credit on the 30 delta if you want it now. High IV, 98% IV, really good. This brown line's the expected move. Tesla's expected to move between $580 and $775. About $575 to $775 in the next 57 days. This play right here, 80 jumping between, we'll just say 80% chance of being 50% profitable. Take that all day long. Now, again, this is for people with Meet Kevin type money or a lot of money or know what they're doing, because you have to be willing to buy, right here, you have to be willing to buy about $59,000 worth of Tesla stock if it goes against you. If the market crashes and Tesla goes to, wow, it doesn't even have the standard deviation moves on here, so I don't know if that just means, so Tesla could crash, the stock market could crash, the next thing you know, Tesla's at $300. Are you willing to buy Tesla at $59,000 worth of Tesla and it'll only be worth $30,000? Do not kid yourself. That is a possibility. It's only a 2% possibility, but you're probably the same kind of person that's watching all these stock market crash videos, worrying it's going to happen, YOLOing into this trade, and then simultaneously thinking it can never happen to you. So the advanced move, though, and this is the big message when it comes to options for you, brother: sell strangles. There's plenty of other things out there you should be learning. Straddles, strangles, iron condors, jade lizards, put ratio spreads, calendars, verticals, so much out there. But this strangle should be your bread and butter. So you can do the 30 delta strangle. That's pretty tight on Tesla. It's pretty tight. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty tight. In your case, these would be covered strangles, but this would give you a $5,500 credit, and it's covered because you own Tesla. So the worst thing, the two worst things that could happen to you: your Tesla gets called away, your Tesla goes to say $800, you make whatever this is, $7,000 in profit, it gets called away, plus excuse me, the $5,500 credit. So you made $12,000 and your shares got called away. That's probably your worst case scenario on something like this. That happens, well, I did, all right, so we'll get back to it. That happens, Tesla's at $800, you come back in and you start selling puts until you get back in. Now I'm just gonna go to like the expect and move on Tesla and just do the strangle around that. Typically a pretty safe play. You get a $3,300 credit. Again, the problem with this, and this is the message that I want to tell most people: do not be doing this stuff, especially on a, like Tesla is like, you used to do these videos, pro noob, that used to drive me nuts. Your real estate videos are really good, but I hated that whole, this is a very pro type, advanced type of trading. Noobs should not be doing this. Here's the problem. It only takes $16,000, $17,000 in margin to put this trade on, but it's got a notional value of minimum like 50, what do we got? 56,000 plus in notional value. So you could be on the hook if Tesla goes to like $950, you could be on the hook for about 20,000 bucks. So again, I do highly encourage every trader become active and learn this stuff, but you don't YOLO in the strangles. You start with the good stuff, the covered calls, the cash, and you do it on much smaller. This is advanced, must have a lot of capital, but a very good chance. This trade right here, an 80% chance of being 50% profitable, 80% chance. And there's ways to defend against it. Again, hit me up, Nostradamus. I got you covered, bro. At Nostradamus on Twitter. $934 credit. All right, we're going to go back. Here's the beauty of it. If Tesla starts going up in price, starts creeping up towards your call, you roll this up. You roll it up, right? You sell this, or you buy this back at a profit, and then you sell this. And these will have certain deltas. Unfortunately, I don't have the money in this account right now to show you like exactly what's going on, but you roll up your put. You roll up your put, you get more credit. You lock in profits, you roll more credit, and you lower your deltas, you lower your risk. If this gets up near breaching your call and it's getting close to expiration, you roll it out. You roll it out, you buy yourself more time, and you continue to roll up your puts. Worst case scenario, your put goes in, say Tesla goes to like $870, and you've been rolling out, you might have to go inverted. So you roll it up. There, you're locking in the loss, but you're minimizing that loss. Right, so that's what you should be learning how to do. All right, let's see what's going on. I have been selling, I've been selling a lot of covered calls with Tesla, and that has been working really well. Tesla did have a really big move up yesterday. Bitcoin must be, Bitcoin's up only about 80 bucks, but my miners are doing really well. I do think Coinbase and Tesla, please, Tastyworks, fix this bug. These stocks, not financial advice, but these stocks that you should be in going forward, in my opinion, that are going to do very well are Coinbase. I think Coinbase is going to be a monster. Obviously, Tesla's going to be a multi-trillion-dollar company. People don't. And bro, Kevin, you understand Tesla really well. Start putting that knowledge to crypto, right? There's going to be a lot of things we're going to cover in crypto, and if you can't answer these questions, most of these questions, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you shouldn't be investing in crypto, and you most certainly should not be giving advice on it. But anyway, I think Tesla's going to be more. So Tesla, Coinbase, I think Facebook's going to be huge because, you know, they're doing their own stable coin. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be huge, but they're going to be doing NFTs, metaverses. They have Oculus already. They are poised to really explode into cryptocurrency, into the biggest systems out there, possibly even becoming a bank and, you know, buying and selling coins. I don't even, do they even own anything like a PayPal type? I honestly don't know. And that might be the next move for them too. Facebook, like people, it's weird, man. How did this thing that was just like this social, it's going to be huge. Trust me, it's going to be huge. Anyway, let's hop over to cryptocurrency. Everyone's a cryptocurrency expert right now, and it kind of drives me nuts. But if you don't understand, especially dude, like come on with your, all right. First of all, before we get to the cryptocurrency, chill with your technical analysis, bro. Like, I'm a clown at technical analysis. I by no means say I'm a technical analysis beast, but dude, at least I can look at RSI, I can look at MACD, I can look at Fibonacci's, I can look at logarithmic growth curves, the EMAs, the SMAs, and you're just talking about lines. That's fine, bro. That's fine. That's fine. But don't sell courses on technical analysis. You keep mentioning that, dude. Come on, bro. Come on. All right. So Bitcoin, let's take a look. There's a lot going on here. This is my Elliott wave analysis, and I'll tell you right now, I'm a clown. I am a clown when it comes to Elliott wave. This is just my prediction. We do have the Fibonacci. Let me see if I can get a better chart without all that. All right, so we did mention recently that it was fighting with the 200. I'm actually a bit surprised that it has dipped below it. I thought it would hold the 200, but it has fallen below. I mentioned several times that this fib, the 0.38 fib is in play. Actually, the 20 is in play too now, so it's kind of bouncing off the 20. We're going to need that support. It is sending out the golden cross is going to be extended out now because of this. I'm actually, and I mentioned, I thought that Bitcoin would probably dip and then rebound. So I'm still kind of waiting for that to happen. My inclination and predictions, YouTubers, it doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter when no one knows. I think it will continue to go back up. How much it dips before we go back up? I'm not worried unless it can't hold this fib level right here. If it can't hold that, and then it starts getting really nervous, and then, you know, we come way back down here to the 50. Yeah, the 50, and that's back down at 30. And then we're seriously, this seriously might be bull trap territory. But again, I think we're going to rebound and we're going to be back off to the races. I don't know how soon. It could be as soon as today. Looking at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, that is, you know, been kind of shocking. And it's still like in greed, dude. Bitcoin's dumping, and I think we're still in greed. Like, so I'm not exactly sure how this. Look at this, dude. We're like near extreme greed. I'm fearful right now. I'm fearful of a bear trap. Who is being greedy? Like, how is this being greedy? Let's look at the hash rate. Is the hash rate still going up? That's obviously a big metric that I look at. Oh yeah, man. Look at that. We're up another couple terahashes. Let's freaking go on that. All right, so Cardano. All right, so here's another problem I got with you, buddy, dude. Like, and I've even rewatched some of your Cardano videos. Like, I don't understand why. And you got to understand this, like how you understand a lot of the financial stuff in general when it comes to finance, M1 money supply, interest rate. Dude, you know that stuff way better than me. I'll tell you that right now. I don't have that much interest to be that much of an expert on a lot of that stuff. I'll tell you right now, kudos, good job. You know that stuff better than me. And for someone that was in your real estate, seems like it's really good stuff. Obviously that stuff's not going to sell as much on YouTube as this finance. People making money easy, but bro, no crypto like know that stuff, and and this is for any creative and for anyone listening to YouTube or Twitch or freaking TikTok or whatever, Twitter. If these people don't know a lot of the stuff I'm about to mention right now, you probably shouldn't be listening to their advice. For example, let's start off with Ethereum. And I'm not saying you don't know this, or at least some of this, but do you know what a smart contract is? Do you know what the Ethereum virtual machine is? Do you know who Vitalik Buterin is? You know who Charles Hoskinson is? Do you know who Gavin Wood is? Do you know, have you used or know how to use DApps? What DApps have you used? If you've done any yield farming, if you bought or sold any NFTs, have you, especially when it comes to like gas wars, do you understand how gas works? Do you truly understand? And doing all the using DApps, doing yield farming, you're going to learn all this stuff really, really well. Do you understand how much EIP 1559 is making Ethereum deflationary? Do you understand what governance is, especially in respect to Cardano and how their governance works with research papers and peer reviews? Again, do you know who Charles Hoskinson is? Do you know have you ever listened to Charles Hoskinson, his mission and what he's trying to accomplish when it comes to Africa? I'm talking about him right now, brother. How you doing, Saint Gang Gang? I gave him a lot of kudos early on, and I gave him some really good advice when it comes to options. I know you were listening to him. He's streaming right now. I know, dude. I know you love Meet Kevin. And again, I don't hate Meet Kevin. And this what I'm talking about right now, this is content creators in general. Bro, do you know, I'm going to ask a third, do you know who Charles, because I've watched your Cardano videos and you're like, oh, we really killed it in the private club and the private fund because we bought Cardano and they were buying it. But why? Why are you buying Cardano? Why are you buying Ethereum? Do you understand this stuff? I'm going to ask a fourth time, do you know who Charles Hoskinson is? What he's trying to do in Africa and all these third world countries in Georgia, trying to stabilize their economies, identity, and all this stuff. Again, do you understand how smart contracts work? If you guys, even if you're a buyer of crypto, most people don't understand crypto. You're just buying crypto because you think you can get rich quick. And I'm telling you, that's not the case. You need to understand this stuff and understand why it's changing the future. And I'm going to do some of this in a bit, brother. Have you ever deposited money on a decentralized platform and borrowed against it and yield farmed against it and put that money to work and see how it works? And if you are someone watching all these people, you need to understand this too. It's the same. It's the due diligence. Really understand how this is changing and evolving the world. How you doing then? He knows stocks, but he is, oh yeah. So I agree. He knows stocks. Well, that's the thing. He knows the underlying, like M1 money supplies, inflation, all these other different data points. And now I think Jeremy is better at, well, I don't know. Like, so Jeremy is a really good at there. So Jeremy's way of trading it, I greatly respect it. It's just not my style. It's a style that works and I greatly respect it. And Meet Kevin has a lot of the similarities too. He really digs into the data and he does really good projections and all that stuff. Now, he's a rookie when it came to options, and that was my biggest message for him. It's earlier in the video. Go check it out. Rewind if you want. And I started him off with what should be the staple of his playbook. Selling strangles. Selling strangles, again, at Nostradamus. I'll be glad to walk you through it and how to defend against it. He breaks down the financial statements just as good as anyone. But also, oh, dude, Jeremy's beyond a rookie at crypto. Yeah. So that I retrace a little. Meet Kevin's really good at looking into it. I would say Jeremy does more. Like, that dude's almost like, he's crazy, right? He'll sit there and listen to the entire financial. I just don't. I don't think. Again, I have nothing wrong with that system. He will sit there and listen to the entire financial call, dig through it, dig through data, projections, all this and all that. Man, dude, that stuff works if you're good at it. It's just not my way of doing things. For me, when it comes to the stock market, I like to be a lot more efficient with my time. I'll let someone like Meet Jeremy. I'll let Jeremy and Kevin do all that data, or even like Tom Nash is really good at it too. And I'll be like, yeah, man, that just reaffirms what I already know for really good stuff like Tesla. Tesla's a no-brainer. If Tesla's not in your portfolio, I think you're not financial advice, but I think you're doing it wrong. This is my thing. Crypto, of course, everyone's buying. And this is my message to both me, Kevin, my financial friend, all these other people piling in, Graham Stephan. Andre Jick knows crypto pretty good, but even he probably, like, I think he knows who Charles, do you guys, again, Meet Kevin, do you know who Charles Hoskinson is? Do you know who Gavin Wood is? Do you know what Polkadot is? Do you know what the Ethereum virtual machine is? Do you know what smart contracts is? Do you know how all this stuff works? Do you know how to yield farm? Do you know how to loan? Do you know how to borrow? Do you even know how to send money to MetaMask, brother? MeetKevin.eth is already taken. The Ethereum name MeetKevin.eth is already taken. Hopefully you got that. Hopefully that is you that bought that. And that would be pretty impressive if that's the case. But I forgot, I got going on. Yeah, so Charles Hoskinson, Input, Output, Hong Kong, Cardano, the founder of Cardano. He was a co-founder of Ethereum. Dr. Gavin Wood created Solidity, right? He is the one, Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, brought on these, Charles Hoskinson, Gavin Wood, and other people. Gavin Wood created Solidity. He wrote the smart contract. It was Vitalik's vision, but Gavin Wood was the brains that was able to write it. Ethereum got hacked. There was a big fallout, a lot of big egos. Vitalik wanted to fork it, freeze it, fork it. Charles Hoskinson's like, no. It needs to, this is pure. It needs to stay the way it is. Big fallout. Everyone splits their ways. Gavin Wood creates Polkadot. Parachains doesn't use smart contracts. A totally different system. Gavin Wood goes off, does Cardano, smart contracts. Decentralization's the big things, lower transaction fees, governance, peer review papers. This is all kind of stuff you guys should know when you're buying Cardano, when you're buying Ethereum. Oh. Let's see, but if you have 100K plus in stocks and plan on holding for the long term, you should listen to the entire. I don't disagree with that. But I'm not, I don't own 100K in Tesla, so I'm exempt. If I own more than, I'm not the kind of person that's not gonna, I'm gonna get the Cliff Notes. I'm a Cliff Notes kind of guy, and I'll go to Jeremy, right? I'll go to Meet Kevin. But I don't own 100, right? I own all my monies in crypto, and obviously I do my due diligence in crypto. Yeah, and you are just like you have and I spend all my time learning about Ethereum, learning about how to ADA, learning about all the other platforms, learning how to actually do them. Speaking of which, let's hop in because I got some big plans for some things coming up. Even a question you've asked recently, am I going to stake my ADA out there in Decentraland? And I don't mean Decentraland, man, I just mean out there in the, in the ether. So let's hop on over to Aave. Polygon again. Maddie, oh, Meet Kevin's still going. God damn it, bro! Like, let another YouTuber eat in the morning. This is my time. All right, let's stop that. I give him a thumbs up, like he should be giving me that thumbs up. All right, so let's go over to Aave. I didn't show some of this because I pulled it out this morning. Excuse me one sec. All right, so I had $1,000 borrowed, and I was yield farming 500 of that over on Sushi Swap. I pulled that out, and this is about learning how to do this stuff, actually using it. It makes you this much better at what's going on. Now, this isn't some advanced stuff. You gotta crawl before you ball. So I got plenty of videos doing this stuff. Be sure to check them out. Polygon is a good network to learn this because you're not going to spend a lot of money in fees. Harmony is a much better network to do this because you're not going to spend a lot of money in fees. And a lot of people are very bullish on Polygon, but they don't know why. Just because Big Boy talks about it or all these other YouTubers talk about it. But once you actually use it, I was like, oh yeah, man, Polygon seems really cool. Low fees, this and that. And then I went and used it. I'm like, man, Polygon kind of sucks. When you compare it to Harmony One. Calm down, people. Harmony One to me is just so much better. Anyway, I pulled the liquidity out of Sushi Swap. I lost probably about $40 during that period just because the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum's coming down. I'm not really going to cry over that $40 spilled milk. And I'm actually borrowed against my Ethereum too. So this amount right here is probably another $24 in losses because I borrowed against my Ethereum and then I bought more Ethereum. So I'm leveraged up a little bit on Ethereum. Ethereum's dipped a little, so I'm probably down about $60 to $100 overall in doing all this. But the learning lesson is invaluable. And I feel like I could keep this on here and eventually be positive. And I'm also earning Matic all this, but it's small amounts because it's not a ton of money. But I'm looking to really get involved with Anchor and bonded ETH and staked ETH over on the Ethereum network. This is, there's a lot of scary stuff when it comes to moving your money around, and it sucks on Ethereum because you're going to be paying these gas fees. So I'm going to pull my money out of Matic, and I'm not going to finish all the Anchor and Lido and all this stuff today because I'm still trying to figure out how I want to get to that point. But I'm going to at least start moving my money off the Matic network, and we can take a look at that today. So you just admitted like a hypocritical dim that they are correct. All right, wait a second. Who's correct about what? And, I'm kind of like Meet Kevin in that regard. He says he's 5149. I have to wonder what the 51 is. I have to assume Republican because he's rich. I just have to assume that. I would say I'm definitely middle of the road. I've said numerous times I don't like extreme on the other side, but I most definitely lean more left, right? And don't hate me for that. I don't hate you if you lean right. Just don't lean hard. I'm much more of a humanitarian, right? Like I would much rather help the homeless than smack them in the back of the head and tell them to get to work. Like we could both be right. It could be a little bit of both, but sometimes, people get damaged. Yeah, anyway, I don't want to get political here. I am not a very political person in general. I mean, that should be obvious. But if I were to choose, I would lean, and I grew up leaning right. But why? Because I was influenced that way, right? I'm definitely the black sheep of the family because they wear, they were wearing Clinton's criminal shirts and they have their Bush and that legit Ronald Reagan and Bush pictures all over the house and wearing, dude, I am, no. Kevin and Jeremy doing massive research into what they have been. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Especially, especially Jeremy. I don't know how much of Meet Kevin's actually doing it versus his team, but again, Meet Kevin knows his stuff, especially when it comes to a lot of that financial stuff. Anyway, I got to burp. I'm gonna try not to burp on. All right. Let me repay my loan. I got to repay my loan. So this money I borrowed from my Ethereum, and I took that borrowed money and I bought more Ethereum, and then I deposited it back in. So again, a little bit of a leverage. So I have to pay this off. In order to pay this off, I have to withdraw some Ethereum. I need to withdraw $524. There's the burp. So I don't know what is like, I don't know what the easiest way, like, to figure out what. I'm not, it doesn't matter. Polygon fees are so cheap, it doesn't matter. All right, so you don't want to withdraw all your Ethereum because that's all your collateral, and I don't, it probably won't even let you. Oh, it won't. It will allow you to withdraw that amount, and if I were to do that, it would probably put my health score at a very, very risky 1.06. But I don't need 0.6. Probably get away with like 0.3 should be well more than enough. I'm going to withdraw 0.3 Ethereum. Actually, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. Now, if this was on Harmony 1, we'd be done already. We would be done. We would be on the third or fourth transaction by now. This is Maddie. This is, I should have upped the gas. Partially but on Harmony, you don't have to do that, man. You just, what's going on? What is going on? So you can hop up into MetaMask, see what's going on. You can hop over, you could click on the transaction. You can say speed up. Oh, they changing this up. Like this is completely different interface. Gas limit. Usually it would tell you if it's like too cheap or something. So it doesn't seem like it's too cheap. And Matic is gas price. Gas. All right, so we can go. Oh, this is cool. Now it shows you how much Matic you're spending when you increase this. And you can see like 0.005 Matic. That's less than a penny. So you can, like, I could speed this up quite a bit and it's still costing me less than a penny. So let's see how much. I just sped that up quite a bit. Let's see if that helps. There we go, finally. All right, so let's go back to the dashboard. That has not updated yet. And I would love for Aave to come to Harmony 1. That would just be a dream come true. All right, so we see we have 0.3 less Ethereum over here. Now we can go over, I don't know if SushiSwap's the best place to do this. There might be another platform, less slippage, less fees. I don't know. I really don't know, but I really don't care at this point. So I'm going to come over here and I need to pay off, we'll just do $525 because I don't know what's going to change. So 0.28. Oh, wow. All right. So 0.2. What do we got? Yeah, whatever, dude. I don't have all freaking data. Yeah, whatever. Price update. Let's go. Wait, what's my slippage at? Let me make sure I didn't accidentally do something stupid. All right, 0.5. I like that better. All right, so we're gonna go boom, boom, boom. We're gonna up the gas right off the gates. Make sure we can try and get this to go through pretty fast. Swap done, confirm transaction done. All the stuff you know is in my wallet, right? I withdrew point whatever Ethereum, and I just spent some of it. So see, there's the wow. Yeah, $605 in. Oh man, I have some, all right, some duck. Some duck. I don't even want to talk about duck. Talk about a agent. So I have 0.1 of Ethereum left. I have that $605 in USDC. We're going to come back over to Aave. We're going to repay the loan. We're going to go max. Boom, 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 boom. I could swear you can up the gas without having to hit an extra click. All right, let's just get her done. Failed transaction. What the hell? All right, let's go back. Repay. Let's go max. Boom. Boom. I'm not going to mess with gas. Boom. Dashboard. All right. So now I have all this Ethereum right here. I'm going to withdraw that. I'm going to leave the Matic there because I really don't care. And this is the, like this health factor doesn't matter because I'm not borrowing anything. I mean, Matic can go down and I can't get liquidated. So I'm going to withdraw all my Ethereum. And this is the Ethereum I'm going to test the whole bonded ETH, staked ETH, bonded ETH, and over on Anchor. Right, there's a lot of really cool stuff going on with Anchor. And again, Anchor is supposed to be coming into Harmony 1. I wish that would be soon. I would much rather do this over on Harmony 1 than the whole... And I love Terra Luna, right? I haven't talked about it a lot, but I bought a ton of Luna. Not a ton, 15 Luna when it was $7. That shit's off the charts right now. I think it's like $30, 20, $30. I'm not even sure. So I could definitely put that to work. Maybe we'll have a little fun with my bonded Luna today. Kind of give you a taste. Again, meet Kevin, a taste. And so you can, even Jeremy's like, I don't understand why Cardano and I don't understand why Ethereum's worth so much. You can't do it. Like, are you actually? Yeah, bro, I'm using it, and this is the future. All right. So Luna, I want to see what Luna's doing. I don't even want to look at Solana. Solana, are you gonna give me a chance to buy you? I don't even want to look at you. I'm through with you. I missed the boat. All right, Luna. I didn't miss the boat on Luna. I should have bought more though. Oh my gosh, what is going on? We don't need the Bitcoin. Trading View. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? It's gonna take me an hour to see what's going on here. All right, Luna's 29.80. That's where I really need it. So I've made a good 3-4x on that bitch. Not bad. I should have bought more. It's coming back now a little bit today. Bitcoin, ooh, Bitcoin's a moving, boys and girls. We're up over 45. We're coming up against the 200. You know what the 200 is, meet Kevin? That's the SMA, not the MA. Ethereum's over. Cardano was really strong yesterday in you know, a weak market. It was as high as like 218, 219 yesterday, so it's down a little bit from that, but it's pushing again. All right, so again, the Luna looking really strong, but it's up in the orbit. It can use a little bit of pullback, or this will catch up pretty quick if it doesn't. So let's hop back on over to all right, so yeah, the Luna. Where was I at? Aave, we were with, oh, look at this, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's still pending. We took a nap. We're still waiting on this. I think Ethereum's faster. This gas is, like, what are you doing? Oh, this sucks, dude. Let's just type it in. Let's do 20. That's still less than a penny. I don't have all day, Matic. Just another Matic Monday on Thursday. It doesn't tell me if it's fast or too slow. It used to tell me that. I mean, that's an annoying. Finally went through. So I have 0.43 ETH over here. Now, I have some ETH in my other wallet. Maybe I go NFT crazy again because I'm itching for a good NFT drop. There is this one NFT drop that I want to do. They're making it difficult because it was supposed to be earlier in the week, but you have to check your email, and they're trying to randomize the drops. You don't have to worry about gas wars, which I think is really cool. But I just don't, I can't be checking my email and like trying to catch. I have to work. I have to work. Thinking how much I got. So it's this Boneheads. It looks really interesting. Yikes. That's, can I get this somewhere? Let's see what we got going on. Announcements. I don't know when this is going to drop. All right, Friday. Oh, here we go. Nice. So what they did all this about like be on the email list, and we're going to try and avoid gas. And then they just said, so no, there's going to be a gas war if this thing is popular, which is going to be annoying. And I don't even remember how much this one is. But that's tomorrow. I might go at it again. I don't even want to look. So far, my foray into NFTs has not been very good. I have lost money, but I've gotten some NFTs again. All it takes is one buyer for this beautiful NFT, and I'm back in the money. For the low price of 10,000 Ethereum, this is yours. And come on, tell me this: an ape in space wearing a NASA suit, a Bitcoin chain on the Bitcoin moon, a rainbow grill, and punk rock glasses. Come on, dude. Come on. That's easily worth the price of admission for someone like Bezos and Musk. Start a bidding war, bro. Like, this is the NFT that you should be owning. Let's see if anything's sold in my collection. I doubt it, because I'm asking more. I'm just waiting right now. I'm waiting. I'm not on the right. I don't want to switch. We'll go back to that. I don't want to switch networks yet. All right, so dude, this thing says it's still pinning. Did I not withdraw all of it? Did it not let me? Do we still have pending transactions? I guess not, man. Like, I don't know what I did wrong there. Oh, I was just repaying, right? I don't even freaking remember at this point. So we're going to withdraw all this, max. Why does that number keep changing? I guess because the price of Ethereum is changing. No, the amount I have should be, oh, it's going up probably because I'm earning a minuscule amount of interest on it. All right, speed. We'll just go, I'm just going to type it in. Look at all these transactions I've done. I've spent maybe 2 or 3 cents. If this was Ethereum, it might be $300 or $400 in by now. And this is faster than Ethereum. I was joking earlier, especially if you manually speed up the gas. All right, so now I have all this Ethereum in my wallet. This is on the Matic network. Probably have some cash, $81 in USDC. Yeah, I guess. Let's swap this USDC into ETH. We'll go max. We're going to go. I'm going to swap this money into ETH too. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, but I am. And now we're going to get to the scary part. And that is we're going to go to the Polygon bridge. And to get it to the Polygon bridge, you're going from Ethereum to Polygon. But now we're sending it back to the Ethereum bridge. There's probably going to be some gas fees. I got 0.67 ETH. We're going to send this to the Ethereum bridge. So I'm going to go max. And then I'm going to go transfer. Moving funds from Polygon to Ethereum. Withdrawal funds take about 45 minutes to 3 hours. You're moving a lot of money. This could be extremely scary. I believe it was a poly bridge like this, a different, like, I don't know all the particulars, that got hacked for the biggest hack in history. Bridges could be the vector of the future for lost funds. So this is going to cost me, it gives you an approximate cost of how, I believe the entire transaction should cost me about $28 in Ethereum fees. Not that bad. It sucks, but not that bad. And it tells you you're going from Polygon to Ethereum. And I'm going to sit here and be silent for the next 45 minutes and make you all watch this. I kid. Again, I told you I wasn't going to complete all of this today. But this is going to go through. We'll hop back on this tomorrow, maybe this weekend, I'm not sure, because I'm wanting to do some Anchor specifically. I think it's the borrow, the bond, the burn, the claim. What am I doing wrong here? My page. They need a dark mode, by the way. Borrow. All right, so I want to get bonded ETH over here. And I want to completely understand it because, again, like I said, I think there's a lot of misinformation out there telling people how much interest you can make. So bonded ETH, the process is you stake your ETH on Lido. That's one way to do it, but so the bonded ETH comes from staked ETH and the staked ETH comes from Lido, right? So let's go to Lido Finance. We can switch this over to the Ethereum network because we're on just another Matic Monday. Let's see. And I have some Ethereum in my wallet right now, so technically I can do this. But see, this is all about, that's another question for you, Meet Kevin. You know what the beacon chain is? Did I ask you that? All right, so when you stake your Ethereum on the 2.0 network, for example, I have one Ethereum staked on Kraken on the beacon chain. That's locked. That is locked until Ethereum 2.0 goes live, and I can't ever touch that. If Ethereum 2.0 never goes live, we're all effed in Ethereum because Ethereum is probably going to go to zero, right? It's either going to happen or Ethereum is going to go to zero, right? But I can't touch that. There's my liquidity is zero on that right now. If I need that money in a hurry, I'm screwed. Now, I've said numerous times, my philosophy is I'm trying to build, and I'm going to discuss this, some very interesting stuff, but imagine, I'll just quickly touch on it right now. Imagine having your passive income in for, oh, my Cardano passive income is up over $1,000, soon to be $10,000 a month. But with smart contracts, imagine your staked Ethereum and your staked Cardano sitting there. You're not doing shit, dude. It's just sitting there earning passive income. Your mortgage company has hooks into smart contracts, and your Ethereum passive income automatically pays your house payment. Your Ethereum or your Cardano passive income just automatically pays your car payment. It automatically pays your PG&E. Dude, like, you're just the early adopters, the early people that, not financial advice, but that build these fortunes. I don't care how old or young you are, especially if you're young, start learning dollar cost averaging in, lump summing in $50 a paycheck, $100 a paycheck, $100 a month. Get good stuff, start building passive income. In 5 or 10 years, you could be extremely wealthy, and you're just going to have these avenues, these revenue streams of passive income. For example, Cardano, smart contract hook into your mortgage company, and it's just like earning this money, compounding interest, going up in value, and at the same time paying all your bills for you, dude, while you're off doing whatever earning more money other ways, right? As Saint Gang Gang said the other day, the average millionaire has 7 revenue streams. Well, I'm smarter than the average millionaire because this is really just one revenue stream. But each one of these is passive income. And this is, wow. Wow. I didn't even realize this is very, when it comes to cryptocurrency, this is very safe. I did not realize it was this high right now. And this number is going up, but it's going to be in a riskier form because right now this is only paying me 2%. I'm going to move maybe 5 to 10 Ethereum over to Lido and start putting it to work other ways. So this amount's going to go up, but it's going to be a little bit more risky in the yield farm type stuff. This is roughly how much my yield farming passive revenue is making me per month. And this is all very safe stuff. This might be down a little bit. We'll take a look at this in a bit. But this is $2,600, almost $4,000 a month in passive income. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting, that's about, I don't want to say how much I make, but I'm getting kind of close to how much I make in the real world. And this is no work. It's almost zero work. It takes me longer to water my trees than it does manage this on a monthly basis, right? I got some trees out in some pots out back. 10 times more time spent watering those trees than I do managing this. Because the only thing I do here is sit here and look at it and smile that I'm, and this is, you're earning in Cardano. You're earning in Ethereum. So these numbers, if you believe in crypto, if you believe Cardano is going to 5x, I will soon, this is not 1,000 a month. This is 5,000 a month. Compounding. The power of compounding, right? This is a little bit more work, but it's not that much work. I'll show you how much work in a second. Actually, I'll show you right now. Oh, actually, all right. So here's the Lido. I was talking about the beacon chain. You're locked. You can stake it here. There's smart contract risk. There's validator risk. There's slashing. There's exploit risk, right? There are more risks here, but it's fairly safe. I can stake here, or I can do it on Curve Finance. Maybe I'll show that another time, but you stake, and then you connect your wallet. I'm not going to do this. Actually, I might take a look at this. All right, so it's going to give you, and I don't know what the tax consequences are here, because you're technically going from one asset to another. So I don't know if this is a tax event. I think this is a very great area. You're really kind of depositing the money. Dude, I don't know. You're going to have to talk to a crypto financial advisor. And again, I don't even think this is concrete, but I can put my Ethereum into this contract and they're going to give me staked ETH. And this staked ETH is going to pay me 5% interest. Now, there are some other factors to look at, like how does Lido work? There's a fee. How is Lido? So this is all stuff. Here's the fee. So you should read through this and fully understand it. Andre, is there one? Yeah, you're harsh this morning, bro. He knows crypto pretty, like I've watched some of his videos and let's move this over. You don't need to see who's celebrating birthdays over at my job. All right. So he's actually impressed me with his knowledge. He knows more than I expected him to, but if all of them definitely don't understand DeFi, yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. All right. What if the US government goes hard after staking DeFi? They've already, like that's kind of in there. That was part of the big legislation right now, and the IRS says they're already not gonna call people like us or people that stake or run validators KYC. So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. See how that plays out. It is in their best interest for them to make it. It is in the United States government's best interest to make the tax laws work so that crypto works, so that the U.S. government can tax the fuck out of you. Right about it. And then Vitalik says, okay, we'll just have to stay proof of work until, nah, I'm not worried about that. Like I said, the US government or the IRS already said they're not going to make people running validators and things like that KYC. All right, Vitalik's not even in the United States. So at the end of the day, the United States is not, there's only 300 million. It's the most money maybe in the world, but there's plenty of, like the United States would be, what is that expression? Cutting off their nose to spite their face? Has to be the same as ETH. It's no, you know, I've looked into this and it's a gray area. It's a gray area. So I don't know, man. It's at your own risk. For example, if you do it at Curve, you're swapping from one asset to another, and technically, that's a tax event. And that's the argument. No one knows. Technically, it's a tax event, but technically, it's the same asset, right? So I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a tax event. I really don't know. Anyway, the big thing is what fee. So Lido applies a 10% fee on the staking rewards. So they're going to get 10% of the 5%. So they're going to get 0.5%. So you're still if I'm doing, I don't know, am I doing my math right? You're still getting 4.5% on your Ethereum just with this, right? Which is pretty freaking good. And it's in Ethereum. Like I said, that's going to more than double. That's going to more than double this number if I were to put all my Ethereum in Lido. But I'm not that freaking crazy, right? Like, it's already not my keys, but I trust Gemini and I'm getting 2%. This is, when you start going to Lido, more risk. If you do it on Curve, now you got Lido risk, you got Curve risk, and then when I move it over to Anchor, you got Lido risk, or you got Curve risk, and you got Anchor risk, right? So smart contracts, risk of you just screwing it up, transferring it around, exploit risk, and all that. So I'm looking to do some with this, right? A, for a learning experience, B, for content, and C, there's a lot you can do with it. So where are we at? All right, so here, so it's going to cost $15. Lido, it looks like Lido is going to charge $15 to do this. This fee applies to staking reward earnings only and not taken from your staked amount. So when you deposit it, like I said, you're going to earn 5%, but they're going to take 10% of that. So roughly you're going to earn 4.5%. I'm assuming that's what that means. So I can hit, I'm not going to do this right now. I will take a look at Curve. So I'm going to, if I were to submit this, it's going to give me this amount in staked ETH. It should be pretty much 1-to-1. I just kind of want to see what the gas fee is going to be. So, oh, this is cool. It tells you now like how long it should take. So it's only $20 in gas fees. That's not bad. That's not bad. But I mean, I'm only doing about $800. That's not bad. That's not bad. I might do it with a little bit more money. The thing that scares me is when I'm going to transfer it from Ethereum over to Anchor, you're gonna have to pay gas fees, and I always like to test that, but man, when you're testing, so I'm just gonna reject this for now. Let's take a look at Curve, because you can get your staked ETH over here too, and you can even, I believe you can earn higher fees with Curve, but then you got to worry about earning the Curve token and then selling the Curve token and paying Ethereum gas fees every time you do that. So all right, let's take a look. Here it is, staked ETH. You can earn, you don't even, so right now you could come over here and earn 7.72% on your Ethereum by going here, and then you're gonna sell your Ethereum and you're gonna get staked ETH. Again, you're selling one asset and getting another. So I think this one's even more risky of being a tax event versus you kind of just depositing it and then they give you this token that shows you that you did it. Or this one, you really again, I don't know. I'm not a CPA. So I would sell and it would give me staked ETH. I'm not sure. I don't understand Curve all that well, to be honest. So I'm not sure how the base APY is 2.84%. I haven't read through all this. So I don't know how all this adds up to 7.72. And this doesn't, CRV LP rewards annualized. So I think you have to stake the CRV or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, so how much does this tell you? Sell. Please confirm. I don't know. All right. So estimated transaction cost $22. It was $15 at Lido, right? And then the gas fees are $26. So far, gas has gone up, and it looks like it cost me more to do this Curve. So I'm not going to do this right now. Anyway, the plan is going to be to get some staked ETH, move it across over to Anchor, bond it. I want to bond. No, it already, wait. Yeah, how do I bond it? Because I bonded, I don't have a drop down. And Mint B Luna. It probably has to see, I'm assuming it has to see the staked ETH in my wallet in order to do it. Excuse me. Let me see. I don't know though, because I don't think I have any Luna in my wallet. I think it just defaults to that. So you want to get your staked ETH over here. you can bond it. And this is where it gets weird. And this is part of what I'm trying to figure out. So I have bonded Luna. I bought Luna and then I bonded it. With the bonded Luna, if it's in your wallet, you earn UST. And this is how much UST I've earned, 31 cents in the last 2 days with it's in your wallet. Now, if you borrow, you can, let's see, you'll be able to provide bonded ETH for collateral. I'm going to provide my bonded Luna for collateral. Now, when I do this, I no longer earn UST rewards. And I believe, and this is part of, like, no one's very clear and everyone seems to think they know, but when you provide your bonded ETH, you went from Lido staked ETH, you moved it over and you bonded it and made it bonded ETH. If it's sitting in your wallet, you can still claim those rewards. You have to go claim it over here. You would claim, because they have to rebase it, right? They have to, and then you claim your Lido rewards over here. You would be able to claim it. But I believe the second you use it, you add it as collateral, I believe. And I would love, like, get Terabytes or someone on here to help me out with this. You forfeit the rewards, and then Anchor starts getting those rewards. But you can use your bonded ETH as collateral, just like I'm going to do right now with my bonded Luna. So I'm going to put all my bonded Luna. Oh my goodness, here we go. I'm going to put all my bonded Luna into as collateral. And then we can, just like we were on Aave, we can borrow against it. Great advice. Never put all your eggs into one of these. Yep. Gemini, yep. Couldn't agree more. CPA don't run. Yeah, most of them don't, but there's some of them dedicated to crypto. And I'm probably going to end up spending like $5 grand on a crypto CPA next. And there's a very important lesson for you boys and girls. If you're doing all this yield farming, your difficulty level went up a lot. So far, I've mostly done Harmony One and Binance. Binance is coming to Zen Ledger. Is supposed to be able to support all that, so I might not have to get, a CPA. But there are CPAs out there that you could spend like $3,000 or $5,000 on. I don't know how much of a headache that saves you, but even the NFT stuff, that's all on Ethereum, so that should show up in the ledgers. And that should show up in the tax software. But be very careful when you do this stuff, because all this DeFi and all, tax events, and you got to pay your taxes. It may be 5 years down the road, you'd be like, oh, it's all on the ledger. So it might be 5 years down the road, the IRS is going to be like, oh, and look at this fucker. He didn't pay his taxes. We're going to audit him, and they're going to wreck you. They're going to ruin your life, and they're going to be on your ass for the rest of your life. Again, it's on the ledger. They might not have the capability right now to easily find the fact that you didn't pay your taxes, but 3 or 5 years down the road, they might have programs just scouring these ledgers and just finding people that didn't pay their taxes. All right, the same person that doesn't know how to... All right, the 80-year-old will reread the 19th aloud in the next minute, and then implement the, yeah, you got that right. All right, so we just put our bonded Luna in as collateral. So we can borrow right here. If you borrow, the borrow APR is 26.24%. This distribution APR is 43.57%. So this means annual percentage yield determined by ANC rewards given to borrowers where the principal is taken out of the loan amount. That's a effing mouthful. I don't really fully understand what that means, but I do know 43 minus 26 gives you that. So you're getting paid 17.33% to borrow money. So I'm going to borrow. Now be careful, there's liquidation risk here. Luna's up big. Luna's up 3 or 4x. If Luna crashes back down to $7, my collateral, and that could happen, my collateral value is only going to be worth, I paid like $7, $350, right? I could easily be back down to $350 overnight. So you don't want to get too crazy. And in May, a lot of people got wrecked in bonded Luna because it was called Mayday and Luna crashed. And so we're just going to do a very, very small amount. I'm talking like I am not messing with fire. This is a very small amount, but Luna's up big, so I'm not risking it. This was Ethereum. Say I had 10 Ethereum over here, I would be more than comfortable. 10 Ethereum being roughly $30,000, I would be more than comfortable borrowing 10 grand against that, because I don't think Ethereum's going back to $1,000. It could, but I don't think it is. Bonded or Luna, on the other hand, dude, this has had a crazy run. I'm just being super safe right now. And there's a lot of interesting things you can do over here when it comes to hedging that I'm looking forward to too. So I'm going to borrow $200 and I'm going to get paid 17% to do so. Again, when you borrow money against an asset, there's liquidation risk. So please be very wary of what you're doing. I had to pay $1.35 to do that. And that's another thing to keep in mind. You need UST in your wallet. You need, oh wow, I didn't realize I had that much here. But you need UST in your wallet to pay for transaction fees. You run out of UST, you're kind of screwed. You can't do anything until you send more UST over. And sending a UST over could be kind of a hassle. You got to send it across a bridge. You got to buy it over on KuCoin, which takes a degree at MIT to figure out. And then you can send it to your Terra Luna wallet. And anyway, I won't talk about how I lost $200 in Terra Luna because I was sending from Terra back to KuCoin. And they required a memo, and the memo had to be letter. I still don't understand that. Anyway. Oh, I have $200 in here because I just, dude, like I almost ran out of gas. I just borrowed $200. I barely had the gas to do that. They probably had to take it from the $200 I borrowed. So I almost made the mistake of coming over to my dashboard. Again, I'm getting paid 17% interest to borrow. Are you kidding me? I'm getting paid that much to borrow? Hell yeah. All right, so let's come over to earn. And we're going to deposit. So right off the gate, you could come over. This is, if I had a ton of money, I would be putting a lot. Like if it wasn't all in crypto right now, right now, my plan is if I sell crypto into cash, I'm going to be depositing money over on Anchor and earning 20%. Not all my money. Again, there's risk over here. Peg risk. Peg risk. No one wants that peg risk. You know what I'm saying? Smart contract risk. You know, all that good stuff. But I'm going to deposit. We're going to deposit. We'll just do $180. I need to leave a taste. We'll deposit more money once I get my ETH over here. Dude, like, it hasn't even, the roller coaster, there's plenty of room left on this ride, boys and girls. All right, so. Terra Luna's got really fast transaction times too. It's a little bit pricey, right? You're paying $1 something, way cheaper than Ethereum. But Matic and Harmony One, obviously a lot cheaper. We'll do a little Harmony One in a second too. All right. So I have, are you kidding me? I need to get my Ethereum over here. Screw the 5% rewards. I can put I'm not going to get crazy. Like I'll move 5 Ethereum over here and I'll borrow, so 5 Ethereum's roughly $15,000. I'll borrow $3,000. On that, so what is that? $3,000, I'll be getting paid 17%. On $3,000, is it worth it? So on $3,000, I'll be getting paid 17%, and then I can come over here and I can add it. So then I'll be getting like 36% on 3,000, which is about $900 a year. You got to run through the math, right? Does that make sense? Versus 2% on the full amount. But there's other stuff you can do with it, right? So I deposited the $180 in UST. It actually gives you an asset called AUST. The number is a bit less, but this number will stay the same while this number goes up in value. So we'll check this later. you could take this money, and I'm not going to get into all this today, but you can come over to Mirror and you can do a lot of stuff with this, including hedging, right? Say I have 10 Ethereum over on Anchor, but I want to hedge against Ethereum because I think Ethereum's at tops. I don't want to sell my Ethereum. I want to continue to earn interest on my Ethereum, but I want to protect my Ethereum in a down move. Well, you could come over here, you could trade. Say I have 10 Ethereum over here. You could take bonded. You can take that money, deposit a bunch of it as from your collateral, earn interest on it, put it into dollars, earn more interest on it, take the AUST it gives you. I know this is some advanced stuff, but this is some pro level stuff. And then you could come over here and short farm some of that and hedge against your Ethereum. And you get paid more money. It's not that much right now, but get paid. So again, 10 Ethereum, you borrow we'll do 10 Ethereum. You borrow 2 Ethereum against that. You post it as collateral. You're earning 37% on that 2 Ethereum. And then you take the AUST it gives you, you come over here and you short farm or you short sell 2 Ethereum, 20% hedge. You get paid another 1.2% interest to do that. And you've hedged against your Ethereum. It's like some amazing opportunities. There's some other caveats to this too. It's like a 1.5 fee of the minute value will be levied when you short or when you close the short position. Anyone that does any kind of short selling in stocks, you're well aware of, you have to pay to short. So this is all stuff I'm really interested in, and we will be looking at in the future. So again, hit that like button if you like the content. Hit that subscribe button if you like the content. I'm not much of a notification bell myself, but if you want to be notified, because I don't, sometimes I live stream at other times. Let's go ahead and wrap this up with some Harmony One of the best smart chains on the internet. Again, Meet Kevin, you know what a smart chain is. All right. Let's pop on over to the Harmony One network. Let's do a little yield farming. It's a little bit of work, not much work. This is how much work yield farming is once you got the good yield farmings going. So we're going to pop on over to SushiSwap on the Harmony One network. We're going to look at the farms. We're going to reload the farm so that it shows my farm. We're going to reload the farm. All right, Harmony One must not be synced yet. It is synced. I'm on the right network. App.sushi. Sometimes the APIs are a little wonky. There we go. There's my farms. Oh, it lost it. It'll probably come back. Let's see if we can pull it up on VFAT. Sushi. VFAT's an amazing, oh, of course. All right, let's do this move. Let's unclog the pipes. Let's do that. Clear browser storage, reload. Connect wallet, MetaMask. We're on the Harmony One network. It's green, it shows connected. Let's hop on over to see if it shows over here yet. I've never seen it act up this much as it is right now. It always happens when I'm on stream too. All right, no change. Let's see if a coin comes up. Piggy bank. We don't even want to talk about piggy bank. All right, something's going on in the price of Denmark right now. Let's try this one. Actually, let's see if it showed up. There we go. My farms. Thank you. All right. I can't remember when the last time, about 24 hours ago. This is how much work this is. This money's just sitting here waiting for me to harvest. 2.487 sushi, 283 Harmony One. I've earned for free. I really would like this to show up so that I could show you what I love showing you all. People that have been around the channel a lot already know what I'm about to show you. There we go. This pool, I put 26,000, roughly 26,000 into the Ethereum Harmony One pool. Both coins have gone up in value. My pool value has seen highs of like 42,000 at the current peak. I expect this to go up. I'm not even kidding. I could see this going to 50 to 100,000. Not even kidding. Moonboy Tom over here. It's still earning me 68. Even though the interest rate's gone down, the pool value's gone up. Still earning me $68 a day. 2.49 sushi in the last 24 hours for $33. 283 Harmony One for free. Passive income for $27 for a total of $60, $61. You can claim it over on Sushi. You can claim it on VFAT. I'm going to claim it on VFAT. This is how much work this is. A little bit of active passive. Like a firewall. Active passive, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. All right, Harmony One. I've already claimed it. Let's see how quick that was. It's actually moving a little bit slower than I'm used to it being. Probably because I did it from VFAT. Usually within 2 seconds, this is done. Same thing, I can come over here and speed it up. We're on the Harmony One network. You're using one as gas. Glad you deep dove into the D. Yeah, yep, thank you. I appreciate that. And it is the, yeah, dude. Like I keep sending that same message. DeFi is hands down the future. NFTs, a lot of the stuff we're doing at NFTs is the future. Gaming is the future. And like, I'm not even done. Like Web3, identity, like identity management. I haven't even dug into this stuff. For example, think about how all these different websites that you go to and the identity management's handled by Google or handled by Facebook. You can go to ESPN and create an account by signing into Facebook. Well, and you're going to love this. You are going to love this because you know what my identity management is, for example, on OpenSea? It's my Ethereum wallet, bro. It's my Ethereum wallet. I can pull up MetaMask on here and browse my NFT. This connects to my Ethereum wallet. Decentralized identity management. Dude, that's so far up your alley, it's not even funny, right? I didn't create an account. I control this. I can control the identity on, if I want, I can come 100% not put any identity with this wallet, or I can control it because you can do reverse. I don't know what I'm talking about. But there's a reverse DNS when it, like OpenSea will have a DNS, domain name service to IP. OpenSea has an IP address, 217 dot whatever. You kind of know what I'm talking about, but people can't remember all these long IPs. So there's domain name service. You guys know what domains are. There's a reverse DNS record that points to OpenSea, and then there's records that you can reverse DNS records and identities. You can put in these records that show like who owns it, who the contact is, etc., etc. Well, you can do the same thing, and I did this. If you want to send me money, you want to tip me, send it to nostratomus.eth because that goes to this MetaMask wallet right here. And I can go over to the Ethernet name service and put in my YouTube, put in my email, put in my whatever I want as reverse records. And it's all decentralized identity management. It's really Web3 sick shit right there. You're proud to be a sub. I am so proud that you are a sub. I love talking to you all the time. All right. No, I'm not there. Seinfeld, baby. I love it. There is nothing wrong with that. All right. Where are we at? We were yield farming. Is that, see, so there we go. Synced. Are we done? We've harvested it. All right. We got our money. So Sushi and Ethereum, Sushi and Harmony. It's wrapped one. They give you wrapped one. So my wrap one, my Sushi's in the wallet. Is it worth harvesting this? What do we got there? Because the transaction fees aren't that much. So I take all the money I harvest from this pool and I put it in the Sushi One pool right here. So far, it's been about 5 weeks. This is how much money I've made by doing what I just showed you. Not that much. There's risk. Right? If Sushi were to get hacked or something like that, or rug pull, there's no real rug pull with risk with Sushi. That's free money. And not only is that free money, I'm hyper compounding it, putting it back to work in this pool, which is paying 42%. Yeah, 42%. So I can claim $3, and I'm not too worried about claiming that right now. So I've claimed it. You got to put it back into the pool. So you got to come over to the pool. You got to provide liquidity. Again, I take my profits from the Ethereum Harmony 1 pool, and I put that for a few reasons. One, I like to see how much I'm up, like how much my rewards right there. So I just put it back into that pool and earn more interest. So I pick a mistake that's easy to make is because I have one tokens too. And the liquidity pool will take the wrap one or the one and just convert it whatever it needs to be. But again, if you spend all your one, you have no more gas to do anything, and you're gonna have to send more one over. So that you're gonna make that mistake. Trust me. Everyone, that's a mistake you will make more than once. But you'll get better at not making it. So pick the wrapped one. Pick the sushi. Pick the sushi. Where's the sushi? All right, we could search for it. Sushi. I'm gonna hit. This will tell you. No, does it not see my sushi? Max. All right. It won't let me. Oh, I wonder if they updated that. Anyway, if you, I'm not gonna go into that again. All right, so you're gonna add the liquidity. You're gonna confirm the supply. Again, if this was on the Ethereum network, this would be Ethereum fees. Over on Harmony 1, there's no real fees. What's going on here? So one problem Harmony 1 and Sushi does have, and this showed up on stream the other day, I was not able to claim my rewards because they run out of Harmony 1 in the liquidity pools, and it's a multi-signature form for them to add more liquidity, which is a very good thing. The reason that Poly network or whatever got hacked because it was a signal signature. So there, time to time, they run out of Harmony 1 liquidity, and it takes multiple signatures to add liquidity back in, and then eventually it gets resolved, and you can harvest it. Not the end of the world, and it's good security. So let's go back to. I'd like to do the sushi first because my OCD kicks in. We're going to do the Harmony 1. All right, so one of these max levels won't let me hit confirm because I have more than whatever. All right, so we're going to confirm. We're going to confirm. Again, if this was Ethereum, you'd probably be paying like 20 bucks versus like less than a penny. And you'd have to wait 3 to 10 minutes, hours plus, unless you like pushed your gas up to fast and tip the miners. And God forbid if you did it during an NFT drop, you're just going to get reamed. All right, so that is done. We're going to come over. And I know a lot of you have seen this a million times, but we got to teach the new people how to do this. It's all about adoption. You're going to max. You're going to stake. And you're going to hit confirm. You're going to wait about 2 seconds because Harmony 1 is glorious. You're going to wait about 3 seconds because Harmony 1's glorious. All right, we'll let that one slide. We're going to come back over here. This 3,000 is going to go up. I don't know. What was it, like 60 bucks? Of course. Of course. Come on. All right, you get the idea. That pool's going to be up about another 60 bucks. We're earning more money. We're compounding the interest. Another glorious day in DeFi world. I'm going to do the same thing over on Binance. It's another smart chain that I love. I only have about $4,000. Oh, no, it's gone up, man. We'll take a quick look, but I'm not going to do all this on camera. I do have, ooh, it's 8 o'clock. I got to get to work, boys and girls. All right, I put 4,600 into this pool. It's now worth $6,000. It's going up in value. Yield farming the one BNB chain. I also get some transaction fees. That's going to be very minimal as people swap around in that. I take those rewards, I put them into the staked, the auto cake pool. I've been doing this for at the same time about 5 weeks. This pool has grown to about $487, and this is auto compounding. It's beautiful. I discuss this all the time. Anyway, I gotta wrap this up. I love you all. I will be back tomorrow, 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square. Hit me Kevin up. He needs to see the beginning of my video. Start selling strangles, brother. 30 to 60 days out. Manage him. Learn how to defend against him. I promise you it will change your life. Peace.